This continent runs on technology. Every payment made, every patient treated, every student taught, every business decision, every government decision carried out runs through the hands of people like you.
The search results are in, and the answer is people. Not everyone sees a problem and decides it's theirs to solve, but some do, and that changes everything. "54 countries, thousands of technologies, millions of people connected, protected, and accounted for. This is what it takes."
Winning the CIO100 Award does not end at the gala. It opens doors. It validates years of difficult decisions. It shows your organizations and the continent that what you built wasn't just functional, it was extraordinary.
It's amazing. I'm feeling great. I don't know.
We are super excited and so grateful, and thank you so much.
Yeah, so this is my award.
Wow, this is big. This is big. I thank God. I thank God for Jubilee Insurance for giving me such a great platform where we believe in technology and the power of technology. I mean, this is big.
These awards travel back to boardrooms across Africa. They change procurement decisions, they attract talent, and they build trust.
And then there is one award, the CIO of the Year Award. 17 individuals, 17 people who have not just implemented technology, but have defined what technology leadership is. And so, who will the 18th CIO of the Year be?
You have a project, a system that you built that others thought that couldn't be done, a decision that you made and it made a real impact to the people. Don't keep it to yourself. Showcase it through applying for the CIO100 Awards 2026. And the process is simple. Tell us the strategic alignment, the impact, and innovative bit of the project. And you get a chance to be part of the winners.
Join us in Diani on the shores of the Indian Ocean, where Africa's greatest technology leaders will gather to crown the next 100. Who is next?
When last did your project come in a boardroom meeting? Just a simple conversation of the results it delivered, not because of its cost, just because of the impact it delivered. Have you ever wondered that? Do you ever get to be questioned every other time about your budgets and all that? So today we're here to talk about how to do like a winning CIO100 project. And I'm here to give you a few things of what CIO100 is all about. So we are in our 18th year, and we've been doing this for years now. And right now, we know how a winning project needs to look like, and we know what the judges are really looking for. And CIO 100 is an award that awards organization and IT leaders behind it that have delivered impact through the technology projects they do deploy or implement in their organization. So we do have 4 categories under the CIO 100 Awards, and our main category is the top 100. This is where we get to award 100 organizations and 100 IT leaders. So by the time we're done with the awards session, 100 of you get to take their awards. And when it comes to the top 100, it's usually distributed as follows. We have the gold mark of excellence, we have the silver mark of excellence, we have the ivory mark of excellence, and you also have the bronze mark of excellence. So it's distributed in 25, 25, 25 per each category. We also have the special awards. This is where we award the organization that have showed impact in a particular way. For example, in an innovative way, they have showed us they delivered the best cybersecurity project. And we also have the green age, whereby they did use green technology to deliver impact. We also have the Plus One Awards, which is mainly the industry specific. This is where you get your banking, your SACCOs, your manufacturing, and also you get to get your healthcare. It's very vast. And for you to be in this category, you need to be the best in that sector. Say you have to be the best in banking, you have to be the best in manufacturing, you have to be the best in SACCO. And not just in Kenya, but across Africa, because you see, the scoring cuts across. We don't have, say, a specific scoring for Kenyans or South Africans or Nigerians. No, it's one scoring criteria, and you have to beat everyone across Africa, everyone who submitted. We do also have the leadership category. This is where you get your CIO of the year, your DX Nova Woman of the year, your CISO of the year, and also the CXO and the next CIO of the year. And this is a very peer-specific kind of category, and this is mainly done by voting. So everyone is shortlisted, and we push it to the people to vote, and you are the people who are going to vote for them. So yeah, that is the 4 categories that we do have. And again, you have to show us the impact. Please make sure you upload your KPI evidence. And we do understand some of this information are very sensitive, so you might need to consult first before you upload anything and get the right approval, so that we don't want you to get into trouble, because we need you to give us this KPI for it to make sense. For the next session, I'm sure you didn't want to hear anything from me. That's why you're here today. You wanted to hear it from one of the judges. And with me, I have Ahmed Atere, who has been one of our key judges. He's from Nigeria. And he will guide you, or he will give you the tips and tricks of how to do this submission. So welcome, Ahmed.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be doing this for all our intending CIOs. Typically, I'm here to discuss with you some of the things we judges look out for. My name is Ahmed Atere from Nigeria, West Africa, and it's been a very interesting one with the CIO team. And we've seen hundreds of applications and projects done across the continent, which are quite inspiring. But I really want to give us a bit and tips about how the things that we look at for as judges. Typically, there are 5 major criteria which we look at for. That's the business value and impact, the innovation, strategy and alignment, return on investment, and finally execution. What we expect from each of the applicants is to give us a direct business value that the project has on their organization. Particularly, is it more of an innovative idea And when we talk about innovation, we're not talking about something totally new. We're talking about something that gives more credence to the organization in terms of a better way of doing things. So if you're talking about digitalization, you need to reference that to how that implies into organizational strategy, particularly how the innovation drives a broad strategy or alignment across the entire goal. That is very important. So once you're able to align, look at the business value, align into a new innovative way, and also ensure that it follows strategy of the organization based on the what we call memorandum of understanding, then we're able to get the best thing done in a very good way. And very importantly, the return on investment is very you need to be able to tell us what will that project be, the outcome for the organization. So if you're doing a project, say you're trying to digitize a particular process, and you also prove to us that it aligns with the organizational strategy, you must be able to tell us again, after this project is done, what is the impact of that project on the organization in terms of either ROI or in terms of business improvement, or most importantly, in terms of how the project has moved the organization forward. And finally, we also realize that a lot of big projects are being done in other organizations across Africa. But when it comes to change control, execution, and leadership to drive the project, it becomes a total flood. So you must be able to also show us that after the project is completed, you have the right leadership to actually ensure there's a perfect change management control so that the entire organization is able to use this process all through. So typically, these are like the five major criteria: the business value and impact, how innovative the project is, strategy and alignment, return on investment, and finally, execution and leadership when the project is done. Again, what are the do's and don'ts? And typically, what we always look out for is um, you telling us about the project, giving us the credible evidence in terms of an historic data about the organization. I'll give you an example. So you say that typically before the project was done, your customer acquisition ratio was about 20 something percent, which amounts to maybe a 500 customers being attended to in a month. After the project is done, you need to prove that, okay, now we have about 700, or you have almost 2x of what you have before. But there must be data that will back all this thing up, right? They must be credible, and must be able to show this from any of the relevant either historical data or any reference that we can verify. And again, you must also ensure that you don't just tell us you're doing a project that just is a generic project. We need to see how this project directly impacts into organizations so that you don't just make things to overhaul. And at this stage, a lot of people also use AI in trying to do their submission. And when they do that, they totally do what we call copy and paste without even trying to proofread or trying to ensure that that fits their initial narrative about the business value, about the innovation, or about strategy. So you can see that things are going in two different ways. And that is one thing that also gives a very bad mark and a bad review. So even though you can use AI to assist in some things, but ensure that it aligns with the original. They don't just do a copy and paste. We had series of that, and that is not going to be available. But what is most important for us is this: be able to talk about those five major objectives and ensure that these are the things that directly relate to the environment, to the impact, and also to ensure that you get there's a way you can get a return on investment on the entire system. And when all this is carefully being put together, then that gives a very good a business a good proposal that qualifies for a CI project. Another way again that the most of the do's that I also want to point out is if you're able to also tell us that your project, during the construction of your project, you're able to also define the need analysis. Some people don't even do this at all. They set the business value, but you also need to find a way to create the need. I mean, show us briefly what the need of that project is. It's not enough to say you're doing a very big project, but you have to show how the business needs that project. Is it a measure of satisfying, getting more customers to pay more, or improving a business process that in turns add to the overall ROI of the business, or does it make the execution and leadership a lot better, or most importantly, does it align with the overall goal of the organization? So these are the things that we need to put together. And finally, on my don't is the fact that when you're writing project, let's ensure that you're able to articulate all the points together so that it's actually shows us that this project is done or in progress, or you're able to give us the adequate information to tell us that there will be a direct impact immediately after the project is completed. So I mean, these are the don'ts, the do's, the don'ts, and the common pitfalls. And I would like to close this by saying that always watch out for those um, five basic judging criteria, which I will repeat again: the business value and impact, the innovation in your idea, strategy and alignment, return on investment, and finally, the execution of the project and how you're able to do the change management process through the leadership to ensure we have a very good. So if we have all this put together, we're looking forward to a very fantastic input from you, and just follow the criteria, the headlines as it moves on, and provide relevant evidences, pictorial if possible, website link if possible, your revenue sheets if possible, and that also gives a lot of evidence to the project you're submitting for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Atare, for that intricate description of this process. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a QR code appearing on your screen. The QR code will take you to the application page. You can download the PDF of the application, preview it in advance, then start the process, or you can simply go ahead and start the process, right? And the next thing we want you to do is register to attend the main event happening this November. CIO100 has been alive for the last 18 years. And in those 18 years, we've been recognizing individuals and companies that are pushing the envelope on innovation in the region. And we want to recognize you. We want you to network with your peers at the main event this November from 25th to 27th in Kenya at Leisure Lodge in Diani. We cannot wait to host you. So please register and see you in Diani. Now, on to the Q&A. Simply go to the chat and ask us anything. If you want clarity on anything that you've had today or anything you have not had today, Atere, myself, and Immaculate are here to assist.